de facto pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax. You're free to see what that's like. And that's why we need to take things slow. And that's why we need to let some things...
Alright guys, Ian Anderson and Ben Baker from Central Coast Disc Golf, and we're back with some more St. Jude Charity Classic. We got round 3, part 2. Again, joining us is Nate Sexton. Say what's up to all those fans out there, Nate.
Hey everybody, we got the final 9.
Yeah, and Ben, it's an exciting one, isn't it?
Yeah, don't want to reveal too much, but it will come down to an exciting finish.
Love it. I love those. Those makes the video fun.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well, let's watch the disc golf. Alright guys, Nate Doss is holding on to now a 1-stroke lead over Ricky Wysocki. Jared 2 back of that, and Nate, you're 4 back of the other Nate. And hole 10, what's the game plan here, sir?
Layup. This hole is like
it's this one.
So crazy. This hole is just throw it short of the sand. If you accidentally get too close to the sand, then maybe you can go for the birdie putt. But it's like the basket is on the little finger of grass down there on a slope into the sand.
That's right.
It's even brutal.
Layups are sketchy here.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very.
Too funny. That's a good, smart shot from Rick. That's going to be a scary upshot, though.
Yeah, I think Nate was alluding to in the first round. It really makes a big difference how close you get to that sand trap, though, because the further back you are, I mean, just the sketchier that layup gets.
Yeah.
But in a way, it's almost like it takes the pressure off, because like if you get too close, it's like, well, I guess I have to try to make this, right?
Right.
And then you don't. I don't really like that situation where you're like, man, 45 feet, and if I barely miss this, it's going OB, and now I have to take a 4. That's
like where Jared is.
There's the spot.
Yeah.
Time to think.
Got to run that.
Yeah.
You probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, coming down the stretch, you probably should.
Not too many holes left. And Nate Doss probably playing some smart golf with the lead, and he's Nate Doss, so he plays smart golf.
Is Nate throwing the Undertaker here? That's what it kind of looks like.
Really?
I don't know. I don't remember him saying anything about that disc, but I really don't know his bag that well.
Yeah.
I know I heard him say he's put that in the bag this year, and you'll see it quite a bit. And
Nice.
It didn't look like a small, type, like on the force stamp, so I kind of suspect.
There you go. Yeah, my layup there is basically perfect. That's exactly what I want, just to be a little uphill the basket.
Yep, the fat part of it, right? Oh, wow.
Gosh,
Wow. What a run.
nasty
And
putt to go after.
at least it didn't go in the sand.
These
Yeah,
baskets.
it's really fortunate that it just kind of flopped.
Yeah.
because it hardly has to go on its edge at all. It's gone.
And Nate. Oh no, that's
My
the
God.
worst of both worlds.
I remember this too, because I ended up ruling that he didn't get up on top,
Right.
So that he had to play from the short side, and it was tough because it's like he's my friend. And he's like, did he think I got up there?
Right.
But to my eye, I only saw it hit the side. Like I never saw it get up and break the plane.
I think that's,
Yeah,
that's what it looked like, right? Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my God.
But again, at least it sat down there.
Yeah.
I see a lot of the situations you talk about, Nate, and I always kind of wonder, do people have hard feelings on those, especially when they're sand traps? I feel like the ruling is so, could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to do your best to be fair, and I said what I saw. But, and I would be the same way. He's kind of like, okay, and you can hear in his voice that he's kind of like, seriously, you guys are putting me back here.
Yeah,
And
of course
I've
he
had
wanted
the
the other
same thing
way.
happen my way, so it's always tough. You just have to. But, he would do the same. He's going to call it like he sees it. Same thing. It's nothing personal. It's just kind of like, I'm just going to say exactly what I saw while it's still fresh in my mind and try to be as objective as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, personally, I kind of like the bunker rule for sand traps. You
Just
play it where it lies.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea.
It just kind of, it seems like that, especially that, shelf or whatever, is such an iffy ruling.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not defined very well at all. And then the whole issue of like, did I cross this little finger, or when it rolled over here, did it pop up? The only good thing about sand is that, like, when it's rolling, it leaves a track, so you can kind of get do some detective work when you get up there.
Yeah.
Looks like Nate is unfortunately losing the lead there with that bird double, and that's going to take us to hole 11. Rick's got a stroke lead now.
Ouch.
Yeah. What are you
It's
doing
a
here, Nate?
tough way to go. I just try to throw it pretty far here. You can kind of see that bushy tree right out in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So you want to break right just before that, unless you take this route. Rick's kind of going for the back door where you go for a high and Annie and go kind of early right.
Huh.
And there's a ton of open room over there, and you kind of set yourself up for a little tunnel shot through the trees.
Okay.
Wow. So he was going for that because it turns out really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he is going for that. I'm just going to try to go for distance.
Maybe.
And not left.
Yeah, don't try to go left. Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's sort of like a channel there that you're going for too, right?
Yep. The main fairway, you're probably going to see it right now.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Kind of under to the right of that branch, and just there's a pretty wide gap.
Yeah. Look, you placed it pretty perfectly.
This also looks good.
It does. Looks like you guys are going to be hanging out. It's almost close enough to make some minis. Not quite. Nate
Should
Doss.
cue up the Barry White.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully Nate can come back from that double. Looks like it's hanging out with the gang.
Yeah.
So Jared, a little bit short for the backhand line. Looks like he's going to go with that trusty forehand of his.
Ooh, nice straight shot.
So smooth, the forehand.
Yeah, I think Jared really has one of the better forehands out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of disc that was. That was pretty sweet.
Oh, Levi with
Look
the
at
sweet
that
hat.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Power beard.
And the Citrus Coast disc golf hat. Yeah, Levi's beard is something else, man. It's awesome.
I remember this.
Oh no!
It hit that stick. It just hit that stick so square and stopped dead. It blew me apart. I could not believe that.
Oh man.
I watched that several times in editing and just like, oh, you got a raw deal there.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just trying to keep it nice and low and kind of slide it up, and it just like hit this big old stick and just stopped dead like 40 feet away.
Where's groundskeeper Willie when you need him?
Yeah.
He's getting paid by the competition.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, see, Rick ended up with a jump putt over there.
Wow.
So that's a good way to kind of cut the corner of the hole.
Yeah, sure.
There's me complaining.
And here's the stick. Hopefully you can negate the stick right here with a birdie putt, Nate.
Come on. No, I couldn't remember if I made that or not, but my mood was bad, so I had a feeling that bad things happened after that.
You were being kind of a stick in the mud.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry.
Birdie by Jared.
Dad joke. Oh, that was a very good birdie putt.
Yeah, that's my territory. Now you're the
I'm
dad
stealing
joke
your
guy.
dad jokes, man.
It's okay. You're actually a dad, so you can get away with
Yeah,
it.
right. Like that plays. Ricky kind of just, busted that hole up. Showed it who's boss.
Yeah, a little too easy there.
Yeah,
for him.
he had a jump putt after on a 700-foot hole. It's kind of gross.
Yeah. You can kind of you definitely cut some of the distance out of it if you take that line, but it's a little bit more like random whether you're going to have a good line to the pin or not. Clearly there, he had a great one, so yeah.
Sure did. Nate lost a stroke to the car there, unfortunately. Rick holding on to that one-stroke lead over Nate, 2 over Jared, and we're on to hole 12, 728 par 4. What are we doing here, Nate?
This one you want to get out your distance driver and just kind of put a gentle left move on it where it's kind of hyzering out and taking a big skip.
Okay.
This is pretty much ideal. Just needs to move left, catch that short grass. Still got a good skip.
Yeah. I
That's
remember
a good place to-
first round people went long into that tree. Is what
Yeah,
happened.
you can do that if you just kind of try to rip it too much. A little bit of hyzer is better. It's not really that advantageous to push all the way back towards those trees. It's more important to move left.
Yeah. Good drive from Jared. That sits eventually.
Kind of a weird non-skip there.
It was, wasn't it? And Nate Doss.
There's a little bit of wind going on here.
Ooh, that's looking
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that is.
Even caught the short
Nice.
grass. Well done. Basket's hiding down there. Looks like you got a PD2, Nate.
Yep.
Trying to stay out of that tree in front of you.
Yeah, and that should be fine.
Yeah. Get a nice PD2 skip. Those things get some ground action.
Definitely.
There's the basket tucked over that hill down there. Any OB danger on the second shot?
Well, the whole cart path, so anything you leave short is probably going OB if you kind of saw off the hyzer. And then there's a sand trap, but it's not. See, there you go. There's a little bit of a sawed-off shot. That's OB. The sand trap is there, but you don't see too many people going in.
Gotcha. Here is your second shot. Looks to be pretty good.
Yeah.
Sexton Firebird's doing work. And Nate Doss. He's throwing a wasp, I want to say.
It looks like the watermelon wasp.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nate's are grouped nicely. A little bit shorter than he wanted, but still within Nate Doss range. And Ricky, after that monster drive, gonna skip
He
one over
crushed
there.
that.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Wow, yeah, I mean, that's just like a tap.
Oh.
They're showing you again the wind, because there's no way he would go with such a wide skipping play if there was a little less wind. I think he would go more straight at it. But you can see that he's trying to keep it underneath the wind and play that skip away into the green.
Okay. Here's
Oh, sweet.
Jared.
Clutch.
That's,
So-
every bit of like 60 feet.
Huge par save.
Bang, yeah.
Dang.
The gallery approves.
They sure do. His water
Oh,
ball
water ball doesn't.
Yeah. Jinx. Here is Doss for the birdie. Good putt.
It's always so like surprising when somebody can hit a big 60-footer on a day when like it's so windy that 25-footers are stressing everybody out.
Yeah, sure.
And then all of a sudden somebody just throws one in, you're like, whoa, holy cow. You just figure everything's getting laid up
Yeah.
from far away.
Yeah.
But sometimes it just floats and you can get that perfect one and it goes right in.
It was beautiful. So Nate and Rick making their outside putts, putting pressure on you, Nate, here. But the wind's picking up for you.
Yeah, I mean, in Jared's case, he's already losing one stroke with the OB, and Rick just having like pretty much tap in 3.
Yeah.
Big putt.
Good one.
Ew, got it over the rim just barely.
Yep. What you want to do in a headwind, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Jared lucky to lose only one stroke there with that ginormous putt. And Rick's still narrowly holding on to lead over Nate, and Sexton, you're lurking. You know?
Trying.
You're not out of it. That's going to take us to hole 13, guys. Par 4, 799. Tell us about the hole, Nate.
I'd say probably like top 3 hardest holes.
Okay.
Super long, low ceiling with this branch and trees off the tee. The green is like uphill right at the end, right over sand trap with a cart path right on the right side. So super, super hard to attack, to justify attacking this green, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I remember this green now. It is, yeah, like I said, very dangerous. Oh, Rick.
Wow, kind of lucky to just skim that branch.
Yeah. Whoa, watch out.
Man, they're dancing.
Good jukes.
That, and I wonder if he was heading more left than that until he hit the branch.
Yeah. Doss taking the up the middle line, which a little more direct.
Yeah, pretty standard play there.
Mm-hmm.
But still, even from there, you're going to see in a second.
Yeah,
It's a long way and a lot of trouble.
sure is.
I'm right there with Nate. This has got to be one of the very toughest holes out there. I don't think I saw a 3 on it.
Yeah, and that's why I'm content to just kind of go forehand, keep it low,
Mm-hmm.
and not
Yeah.
even like sometimes I sort of like not getting into a position where I get in that spot where it's like, well, man, I didn't expect to be this close. I guess I should probably, and it's like something I didn't practice.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll just play that shot and just say, this one I'm getting a 4, and I'm only getting a 4, and I don't want to think about any other number but 4.
Mm-hmm. This is one of the,
Yeah.
you were talking about. This is the fake disappointment for a par, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, oh shoot,
Oh.
but you can't really fake it if you not even throw the backhand off the tee.
That's true, huh?
They know it. They know what I'm trying to do.
They do. That was a good forehand. Got you pretty much pin high and gives you kind of a good angle to attack that green.
Yeah, I want to be able to jump putt across that sand, ideally, so that I
Gotcha.
can really kind of pinpoint where it lands.
Jared getting a little flirtier, but that should be pretty perfect.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
just to re-clarify, those ropes are for golf carts. It's not an OB rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rick still has quite a bit of work to do, which I guess would really enforce him playing for par here. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
doing
you
it,
can
though.
see. I mean, Rick isn't even going for that at all.
No.
So that shows you how hard the hole is, you know,
Yeah.
because he's a guy that's going to go for anything he can get.
He is hyper aggressive.
Although, do you think he's kind of got, an uphill jump putt here?
Sure, but I think he's giving that sand and that cart path a really wide berth.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that shot from Doss. It makes it for a really easy upshot.
Yeah, I mean he's trying to go for it and stick it, but the problem is like the miss has to be over the sand, and once you clear the sand, you're skipping away. So
Yeah. Here is
super
your-
power jump putt.
It was. Oh, well done. Taking a 4 in this all day. Here is Jared pitching up for his 4. He's got a really nice forehand up game. Came a little bit shorter than he wanted, but
I
should
think
hold
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
Probably one of those mortars by Heiserbomb.
Oh, okay, yeah. You bagged one of those, right? You still?
Yeah, it's the Jared Roan signature disc.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Whew, that one almost got away.
It did.
I don't know. It's hard to tell how close to the sand trap he really was.
Yeah, little kind of boomerang action in the wind there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Ricky Wysocki
Did go for it.
Yeah, unreal.
That kid, dude.
That was a centimeter from being in.
He is something else. Doss sticking it in the Mach X. These are the Ricky baskets, too. So
Yeah.
Right.
he wasn't-
Signature Ricky model.
he needs to get a deal.
Yeah.
It's the Nate Mach 5s and the Ricky Mach X's. Wrong company, but we'll just ignore that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I think that's a par star, which
Yeah, I think that's to be expected. You could probably lay a pretty heavy bet on a lot of pars in the wind with a bunch of guys in contention.
for sure. Yeah, everybody's playing smart, not one to give easy strokes to anybody else.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is kind of a hard one to play smart because you got to go after the birdie, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, smart is a birdie here. You gotta get yourself in position, but you have to take a risk because the sand is right there.
And looks like we're looking a little bit of a headwind here. Those things are flapping in the wind.
Yeah. Probably a super overstable driver here. Just try to get down before it has the time to glide over towards the sand.
Ooh. Good drive,
Yeah.
bad roll.
Yeah, that's going to be a tester putt.
Yeah, right at the sand, too. We got Nate
Yeah,
Doss.
that could be a make or break putt right there.
Mhm.
Definitely.
What was that disc you were talking about from Doss, Ben?
Well, Undertaker, but I doubt that's what he's throwing on this.
Okay. What is that?
Probably
disc?
more
it kind of a
likely.
Flippier driver, maybe? Or I've never
Undertaker,
thrown
I
one.
think, is kind of, like a medium stability.
Okay, I've never heard of that before.
It's just, last year or two it came out from Discraft.
Gotcha. Looks like Nate, you're going XCal?
Firebird.
Firebird. Oh, okay. Ooh, wow.
Wow, what a shot. Great shot.
That is a
Yeah, I
sexy
like that.
Firebird. That was tasty, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
that
try to
sh-
throw it low and throw it pretty hard so that it definitely is going to have enough to get over the sand.
Mm-hmm. That's a good look from Jared as well. If it gets over it a little bit. Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. But that's like such a scary putt. Holy cow.
It is.
Yeah.
Into the headwind
Mm-hmm.
with the sand right there. So if you airball, it's just floating away.
Yep. Doss with a little headwind upshot right there. He really couldn't run that at all. And here is Jared with that headwind putt you're talking about, Nate. A little bit of a knee knocker.
Yeah,
Wow.
clutch.
Wow, well done, Jared.
Look, you can tell, how it doesn't look like much on video, but you can see by
Uh-huh.
his reaction that's a big putt.
Yeah, you guys don't usually celebrate 25 footers like that.
Not usually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man.
jeez.
Ricky. Just a little bit off right now.
And yeah, that putt was a difference maker right there.
Sure was.
Yeah.
He's losing a stroke to Nate and Jared. Good birdie.
I think, does that put Nate in a tie for the lead, or is Nate even ahead now? Doss, that is.
Wait,
It's close.
They're
It's
both
definitely
they're both
close.
parring because Doss is parring too.
Oh, Doss was a par also. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he had the layup back there from under the trees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But Nate and Jared are getting a stroke on first and second, which makes it a little tighter.
How often does the dilemma of having two Nates in the group? I mean, when you guys are together, is this someone always go, okay, Nate, what'd you get on the last hole, and then
Yeah.
you guys tend to go by Doss and Sexton.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, I'll say my score whenever anyone says Nate. So
Yeah.
whatever, like if I say it at the wrong time, they got to figure it out.
Nice.
But yeah, I don't know. We've done it every way you could think of. I think to try to keep it straight.
Uh-huh. It's impossible. All right, hole 15. A little downhiller, Nate.
Yeah, I'm at least a medium-sized downhiller, really.
I guess that's
443.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of just ripping an Excal forehand right at the sand trap, and hoping that it's gonna. Actually, I might have gone destroyer here. Could be a little heavy wind.
Okay. It looks good though.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
Wow.
Remember, Schustrick just piped that mid-range right at it.
Yeah.
That was a Levi-approved shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Today's not a mid-range day. With this wind, I think not even Will would go that same play.
Gotcha. That's a good look from Jared as well. If it gets down.
Gotta get down.
Yeah.
Yeah, caught the tall grass.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if the short grass would have sent it out of bounds.
Yeah. At least it's coming down from pretty high up, so kind of takes some of that horizontal movement away. Whoa, there's a little
misfire. Yeah.
Yeah. That compass was not pointing the right direction.
Yeah,
You're leaving the door open.
Slipped out of his hand.
Yeah. And Nate Doss.
He's probably going mid, I guess. Maybe he's got an overstable enough one he can just kind of crank
I
on it.
don't think that's the Wasp though. It looks a little like a lighter green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could be a fairway driver too, overstable driver, because it is a little bit. It's so much wind, it's hard to imagine going mid.
Yeah. Ben, I saw that hustle down the hill at a babe.
Well, thanks. I think I was actually getting picked up on the PDJ live that Marty was doing. And
Nice.
I was trying to be a goofball and turn around every few steps and just make a ham out of it, but
Nice.
I don't know if that picked up.
That was Ricky just laying up for his par. Right here is Nate.
Ooh, got a little piece of his hands.
Not even a karate kick could put that in.
No.
Maybe if it had been a little earlier.
Oh, right. The timing was a little off.
Yeah. Here's Jared from Pin High.
Birdie.
Oh,
Ooh, wow.
jeez.
Roan heating up here.
Jared and Nate are on a roll here. Assuming you're
Yeah.
about to make this putt, Nate.
I'm in suspense. I do not know what's going to happen.
I love it. I'm calling you. You're gonna make it.
Hope so. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Ooh, yeah.
Had enough on it.
Yeah,
Low
well,
for a sec.
that was pretty perfect.
Putting with
Yeah,
a
you gotta
P2,
kinda-
is that right?
Yeah, always P2 when I'm in close. AVR's on the long spin putts.
Nice.
Ah, nice.
That was Nate clean up a par after chaining out on the birdie. And here is Rick recovering from that drive, saving par.
Everything kind of tightening up with the leaders taking pars and the chasers getting birdies.
Yeah, I like it, man.
Oh, Roan and Doss tied, one back.
Only 2 strokes separating the whole card. And this is for the
Yeah.
lead, too. Gotta love
Sexton, now two back.
it. Yeah. We're on to hole 16, the last of the non-killer holes, Nate.
Yeah, a really tough finishing stretch. But this one's just a huge hyzer. Just see if you can miss some trees. It's over there kind of hidden behind all that. Over sort of near the cart path, but not a lot of risk of going OB if you're throwing the hyzer out wide.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I think you were noting in the first round that guardian trees can be really hard to gauge.
Yeah, I kind of felt like one of those holes where you throw it and then you go, oh, well, I don't know. When you get up there and it's sort of like surprising, like who's parked, who isn't. You don't really know.
Yeah. Ooh, Jared. That was great.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really close.
Mm-hmm.
And then, guarded by the trees might help the putt a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. See if Rick can put one in there. Probably wants to build a lead before 17 and 18.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like a 10-stroke lead.
Yeah. That's what
Those 2 holes to come.
he would have needed that during
Well,
a
let's
run.
not forget what happened to him in the first
Yeah.
round.
That was
I think he
something
took a
else.
9 on it.
He did.
Yeah, probably the highest score he's taken in years.
Yeah. 9/11, Ben. Never forget. Remember?
Don't forget.
Yep.
Never.
Never forget.
He probably wants
It's
to.
nice.
Yeah, I'm sure he does one. That was a great drive from Doss. Right in there. Here you are, a little bit short right, Nate. What do you got, like 45,
Yeah, this would
50?
be AVR. Well, probably even a little more.
Yeah. Oh, you said the DX AVR?
Yeah, that would be AVR for that kind of range.
Mm-hmm.
What's the reason behind that?
It's just like straighter flyer, so a little easier to fly. Nice putt there.
Yeah. That one thought about coming back out Ricky style, but stayed in. Jared Roan. Dang.
Good putt. Wow.
I think that's a turkey for Jared.
Yeah, and then
So,
on
yeah.
the other side of it is that like 60-foot par save.
Oh, that's right, huh?
So like he's been playing very well for like the last 45 minutes, hour.
Yeah, and some really good putts in there, too. Not just
Absolutely.
driving. There's Rick with a birdie, holding on to a stroke over Jared. And I think he's getting a stroke on Doss and yourself. Oh, Doss made the birdie, didn't he? My bad.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, there it is. Wow, 15, 16, 15 going to the last 2 holes. And
And it's a tough spot for me to be in because these last two are like almost unbirdieable in the conditions we're in right now. So
yeah.
hard to kind of make a charge. But
With the score,
Gotta
you'd
do what
want to
you gotta
normally play
do.
aggressive, right?
yeah, got to do what you got to do. Yeah, you'd want to be going all out for sure.
We got some
Here's
bonus
a
Nico.
Bonus footage, yep.
It looks a little low.
I think he might get a cut roll out of that.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
Didn't
Germ.
look stoked. Oh, big germ.
I think some of these guys' scores put them right in the mix too, if I
Really?
remember right. Coming out
Yeah,
of
I
this
think
tee.
Germ was charging hard.
Yeah, we could see their leaderboard, and they were kind of right in that same 14, 15, 16
Wow.
range, I think.
Drew Gibson.
That looks like
Actually,
too
now that I
much.
think about it, it might have been Nico that had been right up in the mix.
Yeah, it might. Yeah, at least one or two of them.
Drew throwing a big shot.
Wow, this is a big armed card right here.
Oh, yeah.
I
Throw
guess-
Eagle in there.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
It's kind of a big armed tournament, I guess.
Just have a little sideshow distance competition.
Ooh, that looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of along the same lines of Will's drive that first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably like a PD2 that, like, if anybody else tried to throw it, it would just be a hyzer.
Yeah, go like 200 feet for your AM2 throwers.
Yeah. So this is a total safety play in the wind. There's no way he would go forehand here if it was
Yeah.
any better conditions.
Right.
Because you're not really making
But-
much progress down the fairway with the forehand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
could
it's
see
a
it.
smart play because he just puts you in position.
Yeah.
Well, it's jumping around in that wind, too, but I think, probably a little easier to predict.
Yeah, and you can just go over stable and be happy about it rather than trying to
Yeah.
find the angle just perfect.
Oh, Rick put a good one on it.
Wow, but Rick. Oh, but he's going OB.
Oh.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. If it holds the turn too long, you can kind of just ride around the corner and get back in the OB.
Dang. This hole is not a friend of Ricky Wysocki.
Still a
No.
lot better start than last time. At least he got around the corner.
This is true.
Yeah.
He's not throwing from 30 feet in front of the tee pad. Let's see what Doss can do right here. A little low, kind of a low safety line here.
That looks good, yeah.
He's hanging out with Jared's forehand.
Yeah.
I think I was like thinking about throwing a backhand here, and then I saw Jared throw the forehand and was just like, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah. Sometimes being back of the box is pretty awesome,
Yeah, just kind of with the wind conditions, it was like, well, the backhand's not going to do a whole lot better than this.
Yeah, look at that thing rise like a loaf of bread.
Yeah. That disc was in the proof box. Alright. You are up first with the second shot. So you going PD2?
Yes, definitely. Just trying to throw it as far as possible. Just try to get down there anywhere to the left, short of the sand.
And they had another one of those sand trap OB dilemmas and left you guys waiting,
Yeah, we
with
had to
all
wait
this
a
on the
long
line.
time. I remember that now.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I'm just trying to crush this. I was thinking in my head, impossible to reach the sand against this wind. No one could do it.
And
But
it was just a dirty roll. Oh, man.
Come on.
it was like the best rip I had the whole tournament.
You smashed that PD2. You got some
Yeah, it went
decent turn
so-
on that thing.
So far into a headwind, into a ripping headwind. I could not believe it. I
What
was
was
just
it?
thinking it's impossible. I was thinking throw this as hard as you can. You're still gonna be 50 short of the sand.
I blame UC.
Yeah, come on. He's making these discs go too far.
What the heck? That was a smart up shot right there from Das. I should be able to get up and down for the 4, which is really all you're looking for in this one. You're just trying not to blow up. Uh-oh. Get
Oh,
back.
this is headed for trouble, but
Overstable.
stable. Yeah.
If you didn't throw your most overstable disc on this shot, you got lucky to be in this position. Like to get to the lead card because
Yeah.
it was absolutely a raging headwind. You had to just pretty much go super overstable and just play the shot with just power and just let it fade.
Yeah. So Ricky went OB on the drive. We're gonna be looking at his 3rd shot here. Most
I'll be
likely.
feeling the pressure now. Do you think he's going to try to clear that sand trap?
I think he'll try.
Ooh, it's kind of holding
Looks
in
like
the
he
head.
will, but he's heading left. Oh, he didn't even clear it. Well, I guess
He's kind of
No, I
sand,
don't-
sand trap
he's
high.
still short of the sand. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would call that an unrunnable putt, but let's see what Ricky thinks about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Ricky
you never know
Wysocki.
with Ricky, right?
Yeah.
Now looking at Jared's 3rd, just taking a. Oh wow, kind of almost skipped in.
Sweet shot.
Yeah.
That is so good because this green is so windy. Like being 3 feet away, it just puts so much pressure on Rick.
Yep.
Could you say that mortar stopped like a brick?
Solid. Now there is Doss just landing for the par. And let's see, is Ricky or you going? Yeah, you're going up here. So this is gonna be your 4th shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna probably lay this up.
Ridiculous.
Maybe give it a little bit, because I was mad at this point.
Yeah, that's
Not
good.
quite.
Good up.
Just not even interested in the embarrassment of running it and then having to putt another 25 later.
Yeah, it's kind of a little mound there.
Yeah.
Go ways. Now here's Rick gonna try and save a par and hold on to that 1-stroke lead. This is a dangerous putt into the wind.
Oh.
And he lays up.
It was unrunnable. Not even the great Rick would go for that.
Yeah, that's. I've never seen it before.
Yeah, I know, right?
A Ricky layup?
Takes some crazy conditions to make Rick not run something.
Might be backwards day.
Yep. So Rick's gonna drop in a 5, along with you, Nate, Jared, and Doss are getting a
Tying it
stroke
up.
on Rick, and now they're all tied for the lead, right?
3-way tie with 1 hole left.
And like such a hard hole.
Wow.
Yeah. Doesn't get much better.
Love it. This is a good one. I haven't seen a 3-way tie go in the last hole, and I can't even remember one.
Yeah. And look at that gallery out there.
Yeah.
Putting on a showcase in Monterey.
Yeah, beautiful scenery, beautiful day. A little windy, but that's Monterey.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you're not going to get anything else.
No, we really aren't. All right, there's that 3-way tie. Nate's hanging around for the ladies. So give them something to look at. And hole 18, Nate, what are we doing?
And just throw it far and get it going right. I mean, it's basically the same shot shape, but
Uh-huh.
the wind is you're only getting closer to the ocean at this point, and it just seems like it just keeps getting stronger. So I think probably going to see a lot of backhands thrown with like what normally would be an overstable disc. And
Uh-huh.
You're going to still go to the right.
Wild.
It's a good point. Much of the country might not realize, closer you get to the ocean, the more wind you're going to get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, Jared, that was low, but it's in bounds.
Yeah.
Bad little roll around at the end.
Yeah, not awesome.
I think the way the fairway goes, it's a little harder to go right out of bounds.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
A little more of a steady right turn. That's pretty clean.
It was.
That just shows you how short that grass is. The thing is sliding like it's on a iced over pond.
It is.
Just like sliding along on that super, super short grass.
And here's Rick. He wants to come back after taking that bogey.
Going pretty big,
He did, didn't he?
but it had some sharp angle on it that I think the wind kind of took control of.
Did it kind of
Yeah.
smash into the ground?
Yeah, I mean, he got out there a bit, but it didn't reach its full potential.
Gotcha. Looks like you're going Destroyer, Nate.
Yeah, this is like a brand new destroyer.
Oh, yeah, it shows it.
Getting a little bit of fade. I put it up a little too high.
Mm-hmm. but still you're hanging out with everybody else. You know, no
Yeah.
shame in that one. The basket's it's right hand side of the fairway. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Over like three sand traps. I think.
Yeah,
and another
there's
sand trap.
OB everywhere on this screen.
Wow. There's the gang walking up. And props to you, Ben, for getting the handshakes. I always miss those every time.
Oh, it's just,
Yeah.
icing.
This did not flip as much as he'd hoped.
No, it didn't, did it? It stays off the beach though, at least.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a tough upshot still, though.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if it's hardly reachable.
Yeah.
Maybe like it's really far still.
Yeah, he came up quite a bit short on his drive.
Okay, so this is me going. Just throw as hard as you can. There's no way you can reach the sand.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, that's what you said last time.
Sometimes it's
Oh.
just a day.
No, it didn't.
Oh my god.
No, it didn't.
Sometimes you just have some
Oh my
funky
God.
bounces.
Search for Pamela Anderson in California.
UC did you again, Nate.
Yeah, that one was both were my fault, to be honest, but yeah, it was unfortunate. It was just that one's going to. Just a couple times where I just thought, just throw it hard, it won't go in there, you just give it everything. Give yourself a chance to get up to the basket.
Oh, and Doss with a big error right there.
He's got to be kicking himself on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is definitely a par will win it type
Yeah.
of conditions.
Yeah, and Ricky really has the upper hand here now with Jared so short and Doss with the OB stroke.
It's a dangerous green to approach, and I don't think he's really.
He shouldn't be trying,
No, I don't think he could have gone for it.
but he has a much easier upshot than Jared coming up here, right?
Yes, much. I would say, this is playing at least 350, 400 feet from here.
Yeah, but he's got to go for it.
Maybe a little less.
'Cause he-
Because he didn't throw that as hard as I thought he would.
No. Ooh,
Maybe more like 350-ish.
that's going to be a pressure headwind putt right there, Nate.
Yeah, but he got himself a chance.
He did.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can't take your chances with that tree on the right.
No.
And then Ricky's got just a sketchy shot here.
Ooh.
Because you don't want to clear those sand traps too much, you could fly out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's not that close either. And it's windy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here is Doss.
He's throwing 4 with the OB stroke.
Pretty much has to make that.
It looked like he was trying to. Almost did.
Yeah, I'm sure he was trying to. It's kind of a do or die at that point.
Yeah. And here is your 4th shot. Just trying to get up and down. Save the 5.
Yeah, and looks like I'm throwing a mortar here.
Into
I
the
usually
headwind.
wouldn't do that. It's just so windy.
Yeah. Well done at least, though.
Good shot, yeah.
Always nice not to have to putt in that wind.
Yeah.
So it comes down to Jared and Rick with some pressure putts.
Both for birdie here, right?
Par.
Or par, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, and some.
Feels like birdie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, in this hole.
Yeah.
With this
They
wind.
they did it as well as anyone could.
Yep.
Either one could potentially be for the win.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if Jared can make this. Put the pressure on Ricky. Oh my
Man.
God!
So close.
Wow. And now this is up to Rick right here for the win.
Yeah.
How about this right here?
No wind. That's the flag. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's taking a little longer than usual.
Yeah.
Those pants, man.
Wow, he is really sweating this.
Mm-hmm.
How could you not?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, delivers.
Ricky
Big time
clutching
putt.
up right there. Wow.
Pretty amazing comeback considering he was, even par after the first round.
Yeah.
Finishing with taking a 9 on hole 17. Had an incredible second round to come all the way back onto the lead card. And then to come through and win it. It was a pretty amazing comeback from Ricky.
Wow.
That second round ended up being rated 1088. I think it was 11 or 12 down.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's an incredible rating on a course with an SSA this high.
Yeah. What a tournament, you guys. What a show from Rick right there. You know?
Yeah.
And what a gallery.
Yeah, really cool. Look at that scenery too. What a tournament, man.
You can just see those last 2 holes. Nobody, 1 over was the best. from the lead card coming down the stretch on those last two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how tough.
Don Smith now with the Nova.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Don Smith he's a good guy. I always jokingly call him the fastest hug in the game. He's always right there. Basically, get in there and congratulate everybody. Definitely.
Second cameraman Keenan.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Don
shout out to Chris Greenlee, who was running around helping us out, and unfortunately just took a terrible car accident recently. But we're wishing him the best.
I know. It's a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we got for St. Jude. That was an exciting finish. I love watching that. That was a good show. I'm a fan of that one.
Definitely. Yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
Nate.
sure. Yeah.
Man, thanks
Oh,
for
Alex Smith.
Oh, there's Alex Smith. we weren't lying in round one video. He was really there.
Yep.
Cool. All right,
And how about that check?
That's
Not to. Oh well, let's give Mr. Sexton over here a shout out. Number one contributor, right?
really?
Yeah, there's me with my awards. Number one team, number one individual fundraiser.
nice, man. How much you pull in?
9,500, something like that.
Legit, dude. Nice.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it was fun.
And the best part is it's for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really, thanks Nate for being such a outstanding guy.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's easy.
I love it, man. Love it. All right, guys. That's going to wrap it up for St. Jude. Nate, again, thanks for joining us. Ben, thanks for all the killer work, man. And all you guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And we'll catch you around.
Cut.